Hey guys, welcome back to the video, to the channel. For anyone who has not subscribed, go subscribe to my channel right now. We make a lot of fun content and eventually some special content if I can reach to 100 subscribers, and soon music videos. So today we are starting our F1 portion of our F1 2020 game career mode, and as you can see, I'm with Red Bull after winning the Formula 2 Series championship. Go check those videos out. I'll leave them up in the little iCard box up there. So now we are about to do the Australian Grand Prix, and but first we gotta go to the car reveal. So let's go. So being a Red Bull fan, obviously I like Red Bull. I'm going to show you who my teammate is here in a moment. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to be able to just guess who my teammate is compared to whether you know me or not. Driving with the number 98. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go show you what team I'm going to be racing, who my teammate is, and essentially who I'm going to be racing with for the entire first year of my career. Whether he leaves or not, we will see. So, my teammate is Max Verstappen, the Dutchman of F1 and the 2021 World Champion, as my teammate. I want to get powertrain going in aerodynamics. I want to get them going early. So, going into this race, not really looking for a high result. Kind of just going to be getting into my roots. As you can see, 22 races every season. So here I'm going to come back. So 22 race season, 25% race length. Now, I asked this in the finale video of the F2 series. How many wins do you guys think I'm going to get in my first season? Then I said career. Now I'm saying my first season. How many wins do you guys think I'm going to get in season 1 of my career? I'm saying right now, I'm not focused on winning this race. This race is just me getting into the F1 cars, because 2020, whole lot different than the 2021 cars. So, I'm gonna get going again, and let's head down to the track. How you doing there, Max? Heading into our workstation, we got a couple new messages. Okay, so our first practice of our career, I'm going to just go ahead and turn the brightness up a bit and the contrast up to 30. both now at 30. Alright, we'll see what that does to this. Will Buxton.
Rookies in Formula One every year. This season is a youngster that's arrived with perhaps a little more interest in them than usual. And that's because while they've been successful at every level of their career from karts all the way through to Formula 2, they've somehow managed to stay pretty much under the radar. They don't have that luxury anymore though. They're in Formula One. Millions of people around the world watching their every move, both on and off the racetrack. So let's take some time to get to know them a little bit better.
What's that face?
What's the thing you're most excited about being here in Formula One? After your successful junior career, you must have had a lot of interest. What drew you to sign for your current team? What do you think your prospects are for the season? Are you aiming just for points, or do you think you've got a chance at the title?
I am hoping for some podiums. Oh,
Really
yes.
appreciate your time, but I know you're very keen to get on. Best of luck out there.
So, I think the two tracks I'm most scared about are Vietnam and Monaco. I think those are the only two that I'm
This first race of
really
the season
scared
is
of.
always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
So let's go ahead and put on the soft compound. Go out for our first flying lap of the season. And of our F1 career for Red Bull. As I said, these cars are very much different to what I'm used to with the F1 2021 cars, which I race the same team. I race with Red Bull, but obviously a little different in F1 2020. The handling is different. A lot of the driving features are different. And, yeah. This is definitely going to be a fun career. For me, hopefully productive and very successful. If I can see that we are able to be aggressive, then I may go for the title this year. And make at least a couple wins. going to get a big run on Lando Norris, even though we're not exactly racing him. And we go far into the corner. That is not very good. This lap not going to be a very good one. Not to mention Lando Norris got back ahead of us, so there's also that. We're going to cut him over with the crossover. So hopefully we'll have a clear track for next lap. But yeah, it gives me a little taste of what it's going to be like racing against Lando. And very good DRS zone right there. And we go off track a bit. Once again off track. 2 corners in a row we go off track. That is very unfortunate. And once again a pretty good DRS zone, but is it good enough? Here we come to the first braking zone. We do not go off track. We actually have a very good braking zone. Fighting the car a lot, so obviously having issues with the car at the moment. So we see what seems to be a Williams as we tap the wall. That's going to be damage. That could affect this lap, and it is. It's Pierre Gasly in front of us, and he forces us wide. We're going to go into the AlphaTauri and into the gravel, and I do believe that that is going to cause us to we come out of it, since we're not exactly going to be able to oh, and we spin the car right in front of Esteban Ocon. Unable to do a better lap, we're going to go ahead, come into the pits. We rush there. Just make it easy on ourselves. Press the turn to garage button. So, let us watch the times and hope that we stay ahead. At the moment, we do. But we are still waiting for the Mercedes, and the Mercedes have gone, and it looks like I had the quickest lap. What about Max? And what about if Max goes 5th fastest with the mediums, as he overtakes for Hamilton for 4th? And he goes down as Charles Leclerc completes his lap. So Max 5th fastest, it would seem. So that is something. So he is fast enough for points. seems like he has the speed to possibly go for race wins. So, I think we may also have that same speed, but we can only hope. Go into qualifying. It's definitely going to be tight. So, I think now we're going to qualify, and then we're going to go into the race, which is how many laps is the race? 5 laps, okay. Yes. So, obviously, we showed we had speed in practice, so let's go ahead and try and make a run for pole position in qualifying and maybe even the race win. But as I said earlier in the video, I'm only using this race to make sure that we are able to keep up with the contention. So, going out with the softs. Here we go. To the first 2 corners, and we have the pole over Hamilton. But we go off. Oh, that is not what we needed for our first qualifying. We go down to last. We making up ground once more. Now back up into the top 3 positions. Are we going to overtake Hamilton? I think we are. We do. This is the portion of the track that I like, so could that be contributing to the quickest lap so far? And coming out of the final corner, ahead of Hamilton, we are going to take pole in our first race.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive. race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Martin, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
So Max is starting P4. Hamilton starting second, Valtteri Bottas starting third. We start on pole for tomorrow, starting first. Let's go ahead and hope that we can turn that pole position into a victory. So, 5 laps at Melbourne. It's going to be kind of cloudy. Hopefully that cloudiness doesn't turn to rain. Because otherwise we may be screwed. Because I have yet to race in the rain at any race here. So, in this game. So, I guess it is not raining, but it is still cloudy and very cold. So the tires are not going to be able to warm up very quickly. So, this could lead to some early spins, both by me, possibly by me and the AI. So the highlight of that is Pierre Gasly getting a 10 place grid penalty. So he actually qualified 10th or worse, but is dropped down to P20 and last on the grid. So we'll see if he can do anything to that. Here we go. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Hamilton with a very poor start. What about Verstappen? What about our teammate? Does he try and capitalize on the Mercedes' poor start? He looks at the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas. Is Hamilton going to make a move? I think he is. And he forces us into a spin. So we are going to use our free time lapse as we make contact with Hamilton. That causes us to actually have to give the spot to Bottas because he was there, going into a spot where I did not want to be side by side. The grid very stacked up. Hamilton, I'm very sure, is going to be annoyed by that. He's probably going to pit. Verstappen trying to hold on to P3 over Sebastian Vettel. I'm trying to get back at Valtteri Bottas as we go down into the corner. So we are going to use our second freebie of a okay, so that is getting more and more annoying by Valtteri Bottas, who keeps on coming down on top on us in this corner. Who is behind Hamilton and who will be taking P5 once Hamilton pits? Ricardo. That is sad. I thought it was going to be one of the Haas cars, and that's contact with Bottas. I feel like I should not have gotten a warning there because that was not really that hard of a contact, of a collision, as Verstappen now claims the race lead. Could this be a race win for this could be a race win for Red Bull, but for Verstappen, and honestly, I'd be okay with that. We've proven that we are fast enough, but unfortunately, we may end up either making contact with Max or being forced to pass him. So we're going to deploy ERS overtake assist and attempt to make the overtake. As we do, Max Verstappen was the leader of this race, now down to P2 as we make the pass. And however, Verstappen with the quickest lap. Now Charles Leclerc holds that. DRS now going to be enabled. As we, oh, that is rough luck for us in that for us in the corner, which normally I'm very good at through the corners. So now Verstappen once again in the race lead. After a poor corner by my part, Sebastian Vettel doing his part in keeping Valtteri Bottas at bay in that very quick Mercedes. Oh, and we have to go down, cutting the corner a bit. That is going to be that is going to make the stewards very, very unhappy. We do not get a warning, which actually surprises me. So we deploy DRS. It's going to be a worse. It's going to be. Okay, now that's just a joke. Only 65 thousandths better lap. And I think Max may end up keeping the quickest lap of the race, possibly. Now on lap 4, can we maybe switch the tide on Max? Going through here, Lewis Hamilton now with the quickest lap. We made slight collision to Verstappen. Does he have damage now? That is my question. No damage to our teammate as I see, but obviously the stewards warning me not to do that, and that I did have a collision with him. So we're going to listen to the stewards, try our best. And attempt our best not to do something like that again. And I think we're going to come through here. Going to enable overtake. Come down the main straight. And with triple purple sectors, we set the new quickest lap of the race. And continue on. And on lap 5 as well. It's a bad corner for us. Verstappen once again takes the lead of the race. So, not gonna make the move there in that corner because we already made contact with Max in that corner before. Are we far back enough? And I think that just settled it right there with Max touching us. I think this is going to be a Max Verstappen victory. Still a 1-2 for Red Bull. And our highest rival for the constructors, a Mercedes, only having one driver finish in the top 10. Oh, and we make the overtake. We make the overtake. We're going to have DRS. Is it going to be another side-by-side finish? It is going to be one, but that one was quite obvious. We did not win that race. That was a Max Verstappen victory. I am still happy, and that was very close between the two of us. Alright, well, you guys came for a show you received. Hopefully, if you like this video, go ahead, leave a like rating on it, and subscribe to my YouTube, to my channel, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post new videos, and comment down below on my most recent video what you want to see me do, and I will do it with reason. So as you can see, Max Verstappen ended up winning that race. We're going to go ahead and go check out how close the gap was, because we were side by side. Our first F1 race finishes just like how our first F2 race went, except roles are switched, and the gap was not 5 thousandths. That was not 5,000 second of a gap. So Max Verstappen leads the championship. It was a 11 thousandths of a second gap. So go ahead and watch the replay. So, as we skip through the replay to see the gap between me and Max, I want to say this again. I am very happy with, I am so happy that I have reached up to the amount of subscriptions that I reached. I never thought at all that I would reach over 50. I didn't even think I would reach 20 at one point. So, to be able to do this, something that I love to do, it's very amazing, and you guys get to learn about me a bit. So, yeah. Check and see where we're at. So I'm going to show you guys the overtake that we made on Max. Again. Here we go, we make the move, there's the contact that forced him up wide. Obviously the stewards were like, can't do that. I was able to just get away with a warning. Right there, I set the quickest lap. And here's what almost made the difference. That corner, right here. This corner. I could not turn the car whatsoever. For the second time that race, in that same corner, Max Verstappen took lead of the race. Spent the entire lap chasing him down, hunting a place to get him. He actually touched me going into this corner, so I'll show you that from my view of it. So I'm turning in and he comes down and we touch, and I thought I was about to spin, so I thought it was over right then and there. It was not, luckily. Coming through here, I thought it was going to be it, but he had forced me up the wide road. And coming to the line, you see our guys right here. They're celebrating us both on. Coming to the checkered flag. Right there. So, obviously you guys can see the gap Max had over us going across the line. Just that big of a gap. That big of a gap. That was the gap. Obviously, kind of annoyed with that one. I kind of want to redo over, but I'm going to do it. Max won, fair and square. That's it. So, we'll be doing some more F1 in a later video. This is probably going to be my second longest video. So definitely getting pretty long. So I think I'm going to end it here. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click the little notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. See you guys in the next one.